Guys, I'm out here with the Eiffel Tower and the six-pack to present you this event I'm organizing. So as you might have heard on my Instagram, I'm organizing an event in a castle. So what the fuck is all this about? So first of all, I want you to know there's two events that are going to happen. First, the trial event, which is the one you need to care about today, because it's in like fucking 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. And the other bigger event, which is going to be the result. The first one is the trial. This one's going to be the big event that you might really want to attend to because of the purpose of it. The first one is really mostly to get a grasp of it, to learn, to have some of my followers meet me for the first time and have a grasp of what's going to happen on the bigger one. We're still going to implement the same principles in the smaller one, but it's just going to be 1 week. The bigger one is going to be 3 weeks. So there's going to be a lot of different things happening on the bigger one. So let's get into it. First of all, the first trial event. The first event from the 25th of August to the 1st of September. It's literally in 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks or is it 2 weeks? Almost 3 weeks. Right, so I drew a nice humble castle because, first of all, this event, I will be the private chef of this event. If you just stumbled on this video randomly on YouTube, check out my Instagram. I'm a chef. You might want to, know about what I do before joining this program. I don't know. Anyway, I will be the private chef of this event. I will be cooking every evening and some of the lunches, not every single lunch, because there's going to be days of fasting. I'm trying to bully you a little bit, So I'll be the private chef of the event. We'll be implementing the diet I use in my program for my clients, which is the human diet, which involves a lot of fasting and also a lot of eating bullshit. Because if you check my Instagram, you might have noticed I do a lot of brownies, a lot of fucking tiramisu, crepes, and a lot of tasty things, sweet things, fat things. I'm not, the six-pack is there, but still allow myself everything anytime I want. But there's just rules to follow, which are going to be the thing that I'm going to teach you during the event, right? It's basically to teach you about my way of eating, my way of cooking, in the best way that is going to keep your brain the most efficient and your body the most ripped as possible, right? The most fit, the most athletic. Because if your brain is going to be in a better stage, being fit like this and eating in a way that's helping you is going to make your brain work better. If your brain works better, you will feel better in your body overall for the rest of your life. So I drew the nice little humble castle because this is a nice castle. For the first event, it's not going to be the big luxurious castle that is going to be for the other one. This is a nice castle. Like, actually, I'm not saying nice to say that it's to try to sell it. It's actually a really beautiful castle in the middle of nature. It's quite big, but it's not luxurious as the other one is going to be. But very nice castle. I actually like it a lot. That's why I picked it. It's in a quite inconvenient spot, but it's so nice that I decided to still pick it. There's going to be up to 15 participants. So there's not 15 bedrooms. There's some rooms with single beds, with multiple single beds. Some room with a double bed and a single bed, and some room with just double beds. There's 13 bed spots, which means some people are going to get full beds, depending on how many people book the event, and some people will have to take smaller beds, and some people might want to share it, because the price will be different depending on if you're sharing a bed with a participant, if you're alone in your bed, or if you have a single bed. Of course, I can't charge you the same for those three different variables. It's nature as fuck. It's in the middle of nature. Beautiful cows in the middle of France. So that's where they make the best cheeses, There's cows everywhere. We're going to get a lot of raw milk, a lot of raw cream, a lot of raw eggs as well. There's going to be cows and chickens, sorry. I'll be trying to get you as much literally food that is living around you in this nature to be eaten fresh as fuck on your meals. Of course, I won't be killing the animals, but I'll be buying in the nearby suppliers, nearby butchers, nearby everything. So nature's fuck. We're going to do activities in nature. Then it's experimental, right? This event is the first experiment I'm trying to have before organizing this big event. So, of course, I don't have experience in doing events like this, which is why I wanted to do the bigger one first of all, right? Straight up the 3 weeks event, but it would probably not be wise to do so without knowing how it would go with only like less people and only 1 week. I need to know how it's going to be, if it's manageable, if I'm going to need staff, if I stuff like this. If me alone is way too optimistic and stuff like this. So this first event is experimental. So it's mostly going to be about you meeting me for the first time and getting a grasp and an idea of what I'm going to be teaching you during this event, right? The human diet, the human regime, the mindset I'm going to teach you, because it's going to be a lot of yapping from me. And the cooking that I'll be doing, and I'll be teaching you about what I'm cooking, why I'm cooking everything, why I'm doing it in the specific way I'm doing it, to keep as much nutrients in the food as possible, and stuff like this. You'll be learning a lot, but it's going to be 1 week, so you will definitely learn less than the 3 weeks event. But still, you're getting to join this first event that I'm doing ever, which is, I'm planning to make it big, right? The 3 weeks event, I might do this every single fucking month, depending on the castle availability and if I can find some very sexy places. It depends on maybe on the season, because the price will vary a lot depending on the castles and on the season, right? Because I don't own those castles, I'm renting them. So, experimental. What we'll be doing during the day, and first, the morning will be dedicated to fitness and wellness overall. Just, I say fitness, but wellness, training. Walking a lot, will be walking, maybe trekking, maybe going on hikes. We'll see what's available there. And local activities. If we have horses hanging around, I'll see if we can grab some of these horses and have fun like this. Or if there's rivers, we'll go and do some kayaking and shit like this. I'll keep you active as fuck during this time, right? I want this event to give you another perspective of life. I mean, it's not crazy things, but it's things that you've maybe done a long time ago. But I want you to experiment stuff like this every day, so that you can realize how it feels to be active every single day. Because that's something I have not experienced for literally 20 years of my life. And the first time it happened, I was like, damn, I was actually not born lazy. I actually had this big realization, and it changed my life when I understood that I was not born lazy. Because I was a video game addict, I thought that I would be like this for the rest of my life. And this 1 week I went to Sri Lanka was actually almost 3 weeks. Yeah, it was almost 3 weeks. I realized I was not born lazy. It's just I was put in a lazy spot for my whole life, and you just adapt to the spot you live in. I want you to realize what your body can do. It's crazy. Right, local activities and shit. Now for this small first event, it's going to be 1,000 euros for a double bed. The price is going to vary depending on the bed availabilities, right? So I'm going to charge everyone 1,000 up front, and then once we're getting to the date of the event, I'll be refunding 200 for the people who have to share beds and stuff like this, or for people who have to take single beds. And if you want, by the way, if you want to come with a friend, you're welcome to take a double bed with two people, two of you, and take 800 euros. It's not dollars, it's euros. Take a 800 euros bed for the both of you, which will make it 1,600 because you're two of them, right? And I'll do minus 100 euros if you book two people, one bed, right? If you come as two, I'll do 10% off. Not 10%, 100 euros off. So 1,500 for two if you book as two people. And there's a split payment option, right? Very important, because a lot of people have DM'd me on Instagram. There's already booked, some beds have been sold already, so act fast because I don't think and everyone's going to be able to book their spot in time. But some people have DM'd me that it's expensive. They can't just pay this amount in one go. So I have split payment options. Klarna, you know what Klarna is? It's one of those things that you can pay, for example, 100 euros over 10 months. Or you can pay 300 euros over 3 months. You decide the options that you can have. So if it's 1,000 is maybe too much for you in one go, you can split it with Klarna. Right? You have no excuse to come. Because if you take fucking 1,000 split over 12 months, then it's cheap as fuck. 1,000 is cheap as fuck for such an event with a private chef. I should be charging fucking double, at least, to make it like worth the chef effort plus the organization. 1,000 is cheap as fuck. I'm doing this because it's experimental. It's my first time doing it. But the next events will be much more expensive. Be aware of that. Right. And don't forget, the Klarna option is available, so don't be afraid of the price. Then, second event. The official bigger event is going to be later, maybe last week of September and stepping into October, or maybe just in October. I'll see. This is not set yet. I have to check about the date and the castle if it's still available, right? Because it gets booked out. So, which is why I need you guys to act fast. If you want to join, I need you to confirm your presence fast so that I can book it as soon as possible, right? Because if you wait for the last week to book it, if you have like zero bookings until the last week, because everyone is waiting, then I can't book it because it won't be available. If you want to be part of this event, you have to commit as fast as possible so that I can book it straight away. I see I'm getting orders straight away. I'm going to book it straight away. I'm not going to book it for no reason, right? I'm not going to book it if nobody comes. You know, I'll see, depending on the orders I get, how soon I can order it, right? Now, of course, it's going to happen, but the faster you act, guys, the faster the event is going to happen. So, this whole event is going to be the other event, but 10x. So it's a wellness boot camp. If you're unfit, if you're overweight, if you're underweight, if you want to change your fucking body, change your life, this is for you. But also, you don't have to be in this situation. You can just be extremely fit and just want to experiment this event, because it's going to be once in a lifetime type of thing. You won't have ever lived something like this before. It's going to be 3 weeks of trying to transform you into a better version of yourself. Not trying, succeeding, actually transforming you into a better version of yourself, because 3 weeks is the time it takes in psychology, in psychiatry, to lose an addiction. It's designed 3 weeks because that's the time it takes to change your life habits completely. Therefore, in 3 weeks, you should be able to transform your life completely. You can come in as a lazy fucker and leave completely different. And you might feel like it's unrealistic, but guys, I promise you, you might have seen in my transformation video I posted like 6 months ago, I showed you a before after picture of me and the things I was doing in my life. I used to be a lazy fucker. I used to be the fat video game addict guy. And it took 3 weeks of activity to realize I'm not a lazy guy. I'm not born lazy. 3 weeks. So I promise you that in 3 weeks you can change. I was the laziest fucker in the world. I keep repeating this because I've yet to see anyone lazier than I was. I was the laziest fucker in the world. And this 3 weeks event changed my life. I know about this addiction thing because both my parents, my father is a psychiatrist, my mother is a psychologist. So I hear a lot about addiction cases all my fucking life. And I know it's 3 weeks to lose an addiction. So this is why it's 3 weeks and I want to change your life. Once again, I'll be the private chef of the event. This one is the luxurious castle. is going to be crazy. Like, if you watch some old French movies, you see this old French castle inside with it's golden. It's the old style chairs and old style tables and stuff like this, and the castle looks luxurious. It's going to be fucking amazing, fucking impressive. You'll be able to make a lot of content if you want, a lot of videos, a lot of posting, a lot of flexing, because honestly, it's going to be quite a flexy place. This place is going to be able to take up to 20, maybe more participants. I'm not sure. I need to check it, because by the time we get closer to the event, they might allow us to. There's the castle, right? And then a little tiny castle close to it to have more bedrooms in it. So depending on when you guys fucking take the order, I might be able to put more than 20 people in it. 3 weeks event, very important. If you just come to the 1 week event, you won't have this transformation effect that I just told you. You won't come in and get out like, whoa, your life fucking changed. You will have gotten a taste of it to understand what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, and how it's going to help you, and you'll get just a grasp of it. And the 3 weeks will actually change your life. That's what the goal is here. Because 3 weeks is the time to lose the addiction and build new addiction on top of it. So when I say addictions, I mean just habits. Because your bad addictions, video games, for example, are just bad habits. It's not necessarily an addiction. It's an addiction, but the real thing that it is a habit, a bad habit that you have that is so-called an addiction. But in 3 weeks, you can build good habits, right? Now, accountability plus bullying. What's going to happen in the morning, right? It's going to be wellness-focused morning. I'm going to be bullying the fuck out of you, keeping you accountable as fuck. And we're going to probably bring 1 or 2 extra fitness coaches in this event to have, each of them having their own specialty. Like, one might be a cardio, like running guy, and the other one will be a gym guy, bodybuilding, shit like this. Calisthenics, very important. To make sure that you guys can stay active in every way possible, and that none of you is slipping out, because the coaches will be looking out, making sure you're fucking active, right? Then bullying. Because I'm going every day to ask you to plan your day ahead. I'm going to take time. Every one of us planning the day ahead. The workouts will be the same for everyone, probably. Depending on your skill, of course, it's going to be different depending on what you can do. But the rest of the day is going to be you working. In the afternoon, it's going to be deep work sessions. We might do like 2 hours work session, 1 hour chill, 2 hours work session, 1 hour chill, 2 hours work session, and then the end of the day. So you're expected to bring to the event something to do. So if you want to work online, for example, you have a business that you want to create, it's a great time for you to come over and build this business online. Or if you already have a business, to develop it like crazy, because you'll be absolutely focused and kept accountable by everyone else. Or if you just work, you have a work that you can do from your computer, come to the event and work from the computer instead of being in a fucking office or just at home on your fucking desk. Come work at the event, right? You can have your normal work day from this place that's going to keep you accountable, which will make sure that you, if you work from home, get 10 times the fucking results that you would by yourself. Right, we'll be keeping you accountable. If you don't manage to do the task that you've told yourself you would do, we're going to bully the fuck out of you. We're going to make sure you're more productive than you've ever been. Okay? Great. Transformation tracked. We're going to take a picture of you before and on the first day of the event, and a picture of you at the last day of the event. And in 2 weeks, it's plenty of time to have a visible transformation. Not crazy, like going from fat to six-pack, of course, but it's long enough time to see a physical transformation from before and after. And once you'll see this transformation, you will feel so fucking good about yourself. And this feeling, this is called pride, right? The feeling of fucking pride, not the LGBT pride, the actual word pride before it was stolen by them. You'll be proud of yourself. And proud is the best dopamine you can get because it stays for the rest of your life. Unlike your bad habits that are instant dopamine hits, pride is something that stays for the rest of your life. So that's what I'm going to do here. We want you to see a transformation on yourself so that you're proud of yourself, and this pride makes you want to keep going. And so that you never give up because you will have built new good habits now and be proud of yourself, which will allow you to keep going for the rest of your life. Then it's going to be your job when you get back home after the event to not fall back, to change what's happening at home so that you stay on the right track, right? And you can definitely change your life forever from this event. I've done it. It was a different type, right? But 3 weeks was enough to change my life. Then, nature plus horses, it's going to be same in the middle of nature. There's definitely rivers there, so we'll be probably swimming in rivers. I've seen horses, so I'll try to book horses so we can go ride some horses and shit like this. And the fitness coaches, right? I said I'm going to invite more fitness coaches. I've already said this. Right. Now this bigger event is going to be more expensive. And the future events will probably get more expensive as the event gets more and more success. But depending on the castle, also the price will change because every castle does not have the same price at all. Right? So this one, compared to the first event, is different. It's going to be 2,500 if you wait for the last minute. I mean, not last minute, but if you wait too long. If you book before September, so the first trial event finishes on the 1st of September. If you book the bigger event before September, you get 20% off, so it's 2,000 euros. And you can still do the split payment option with Klarna. So, if you want to attend this bigger event, which I'll definitely try to transform myself with it, transform one of my friends, which will be part of the staff, because this guy is lazing around. He will definitely transform and he will be most accountable because he will be part of the staff. Many people will change their life on this event. And if you know that you're in a complacent spot, you know that you're not as active as you can be, you know that you're put in a routine that's just dragging you down rather than pushing you in the right direction. Maybe you're in an environment of people that bring you down instead of pushing you in the right direction. Even if they mean good, your family can very well bring you down just by their actions every day without meaning it. If you think you're in one of those situations, come to the event. I really know that you can change your life from it. And if you don't feel really good about yourself, maybe you're a little depressed because of your situation, you know it's not as good as it might be. I was depressed as fuck. I was chronic depression for 20 years of my life. So it's very serious. If you feel bad about your situation right now, this will be a massive boost on your health. You don't need psychiatrists and psychologists. You need such events. You don't need fucking antidepressants. You need to change your life with a real event. Now, of course, this is not an event for depressed people. Don't bring me all the depressed people on earth. Although it would still be good and work. But if you're in a good situation, you work online, come over. It's just to help you boost yourself, boost every aspect of your life in the same direction. Physically, mentally, it's going to be a lot of mental evolution. And professionally, right? Because you'll be working on your event or on your business or on what you do, your work, your job, online with accountability from outside in deep work sessions where you're going to be tracking everything you do and attaining what you've told yourself you will do. Or you'll get bullied as fuck. And push-up style for bullying, humiliation probably, to stuff like this. Right. I want you to join the event. So there's 2 events, right? If you want to be part of this first event, book fucking fast. Book in the next week. Or because the more you wait, the more it's going to be fucking full, and you're going to miss out, right? You can still pay with the split payment, don't forget. And for if you want to attend the big event, you can't make it to the first one. The big one is actually the big thing. Join the big event by ordering before September if you want it to be 2,000 euros, 2,500 if you book after September. Right? Thanks for watching. I really hope I'll meet you at any of those events. I'll be keeping you updated on Instagram, by the way. Check my stories. I'll probably launch my Telegram channel. I already have one, but advertise it so that you can get more info from it. I mean, on the Telegram channel. Press follow on the YouTube. Never forget. Press like. And you know what? You should also tick the bell. You know, everyone tells you, click on the bell so you get notified by my videos. Do it. Click on the bell so that you can notify, because I have a lot of yapping to do. Sometimes I post it and I don't say it on my Instagram. And the yap I do is very important. You might want to be aware when I post videos. So turn the notifications on with the bell. And thanks for watching. I'll see you at the event.